The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that...
And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Pulls and fired complete. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to bully their way for the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. And the ball is intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Hines. Feeling some heat. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the unique thing about this defense with their nickel personnel is they're able to disguise what they're doing. They can play a lot of different coverages. They can play man, zone, but they can also bring the nickel player in the box and still be pretty good against the run. That time, pretty good job defending the QB scramble. Let's see what they do here on 4th.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Aldridge.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just going to keep it after the snap. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Give to the big fullback. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Boston College! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right. Doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Boston College 14, USC 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking for a man. It's Hines. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That is a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Reads it, fires complete. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry up.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's got enough to give Boston College the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on 1st down. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
The give to the back. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. They are really starting to build momentum, and now even the bounces are going their way.
Yeah, and it's just luck. I mean, those tend to even out throughout a game. I think really defensively, just don't get frustrated. Understand that those are going to happen. We're still going to get back in this football game.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Aldridge. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Now on 1st down from the 28. The give on the inside. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. That's caught. It's Armour. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Armour. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
And the Golden Eagles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
21, USC 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hines. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw it again. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Blade. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. To the air, it's Hines. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Trojans!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's McDowell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. First down here for the offense. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Got enough for the first. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
He's taking the shot. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. Touchdown, Boston College. What a grab and go for the score.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 6 over Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
To the air. It's Hines. Makes his connection. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the... Got it at the 48.
Right place, right time. Linebackers are usually big physical guys you see play the run a lot. Hard to get 2 interceptions in a game. Special player making special plays.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Fires to the big fella. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now on second down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Moving out of the pocket. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's McDowell. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive. And now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a first and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Boston College! And the punishment has been extended.
Number 83.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Makes the score. Boston College 35. USC 7.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
To kick this one away.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. Or we should have ran a better route.
And the Trojans want to move quickly. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air, it's Bond. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Complete to the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground with the 41. The Trojans are flying down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. He makes the connection. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Southern Cal! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's McDowell. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got his man out of the backfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. It's caught. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Gets it to the back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Boston College 35, USC 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Give to the running back. The Golden Eagles are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Virginia Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Hokies. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the misconnection, it's second down. Using his feet. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and beating the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Scrambling away. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his back in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep.
And that pass is intercepted.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
First down for this offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Zings it complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up man. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
BC back to work after picking up the first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Ready to fire from the pistol. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Armour.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go back to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. We sensed